Now on CoastTV News.
The summer sizzle is back today, then storms this evening with severe weather possible. A first alert is in effect. I'll time out the storms and talk about possible impacts with them coming up.
Dam damage as we await rain here on Delmarva. Minnesota dealing with a different water situation. Heavy rains, they're causing what we're seeing. We have that status of the flood water situation.
Abortion Medicaid mandate is approved. The health coverage plan the Delaware General Assembly has sent to Governor Carney to be signed into law.
Skimmer suspects sought. What we have learned so far about the investigation into a credit card skimming scheme in Sussex County.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Wednesday, June 26, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
And Bob and I talked about our lawns. We've been talking about the last couple of days and really what the lack of rain is doing to them. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Paige, I by no means am a lawn guy, but even I can notice walking around. There's a lot of brown grass in my neighborhood.
There's a lot. Yeah, our house too. My fiance's like, should I even water it? I'm like, at this point, let it go, and we're going to try again in a little bit. Because it'll come back. It'll come back. Yeah, it's just a little crusty dusty right now. But
I like that.
We'll bring in first alert meteorologist Bob Trahy now. Bob, I know you put the grass seed in or something, though. I'm disappointed for you.
You know, that certain chicken restaurant has an extra crispy recipe. Well, my lawn is extra crispy up front, and then in the back it's seeded, needs so much water. Bottom line is we need the water, and I think we'll get some this evening with some storms. This morning it's mild out the door. We're looking at temperatures in the low to mid 70s right now. 72 Ocean Pines, 73 Indian River Inlet, Georgetown 71, and the winds have turned around to the south and west, and that is going to be a hot wind for today. We're seeing just a few clouds this morning. Otherwise, things are quiet. But I'm looking to the west. We have energy with a cold front, and storms will develop, and they will roll in a little bit later on this evening. But first, it's the hot weather. Futurecast showing us warming quickly through the 70s into the mid-80s by 9 a.m. by noon. Already low 90s inland, 70s and 80s along the coast. And it's a scorcher this afternoon into the mid-90s. At least there's a breeze. That's kind of the half glass full concept in 70s and 80s along the coast, but feeling like lower 100s. Then this evening, we'll have to keep an eye to the sky for the potential of severe weather. But during the day, it's just hot, mid-90s this afternoon. Then that storm potential this evening. I'll talk about that more and possible impacts with that coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Bob. Take a look at this video here. This is what severe weather has done to one area in the Midwest. This is in Minnesota, and according to authorities, heavy water flow from recent rains and a buildup of logs and debris on the dam gates caused a partial failure of the Rapidan Dam. You can see that on your screen right now. Tuesday officials said that the volume of floodwaters seemed to be dropping, but concerns remain that more damage could occur.
And with first alert conditions happening in our area later tonight, we wanted to see what the rainfall totals looked like this month. So here's what we found. Rehoboth Beach, barely more than an inch of rain in June. Ocean City, over half an inch. Lewis has received over half an inch. And we're looking inland at Georgetown. After 25 days in June, the Sussex County seat has less than 1 inch of rain.
New this morning, we just got some pictures of the Greenwood Volunteer Fire Company and their efforts to put out a dangerous brush fire. This was Tuesday night. According to the agency, the fire happened around 9 p.m. on 9 Foot Road. No update on what caused this fire or the damage that resulted. Police were also on the scene to direct traffic so crews could work.
Police continue working to solve a skimmer mystery. So take a look at your screen. We're showing you the device that was recovered by the Georgetown Police Department Friday. It was from the Dollar General store on East Market Street in Georgetown. Police say the skimmer was installed on June 15th. And they say a customer alerted the store after seeing fraudulent charges on their card. After that, an employee took a closer look at their machines, and that's when they found that the skimming device attached to one of their self-checkout systems, and then they called the police. So here's one thing you can do to avoid being scammed.
If a device looks like it's unusual or something's been added onto it or anything like that, don't want you necessarily pulling on the devices or pulling on the equipment that's owned by these stores, particularly Dollar General. It seems as though that's a popular place for these to be placed. But at least make the employees aware, and maybe they can check out the device to see if it is legit.
And last week, the Felton Police Department discovered a credit card skimming device at that Dollar General there. But at this time, authorities don't know if both of those are connected.
Got developing news in Milford. 2 Kent County men are now facing felony charges after police found them with over 600 doses of suspected heroin. The Milford Police Department says it happened near Airport Road in North DuPont Boulevard. Officers originally pulled over Jorge Ortiz for a registration violation, and during the stop, officers say they discovered the passenger, Edwin Rodriguez, had active warrants for his arrest. Ortiz was committed to the Department of Correction and is scheduled to appear for a preliminary hearing at a later date, where Rodriguez was released with new court dates.
A bill expanding abortion access is making its way to the desk of Delaware Governor Carney after being passed by the House and Senate. House Bill 110 mandates most private health insurance plans, the state employee health insurance plan, and Delaware's Medicaid program cover abortion-related services beginning January 1st, 2025. Sponsors of the bill claim this will lower out-of-pocket costs and eliminate financial barriers to abortion access. The bill will also prevent most health insurance plans from charging copays, deductibles, or other cost sharing for abortion services. It does cap coverage at $750 per person per year.
It is a moral issue that has been debated for decades, and now Delaware could become the next state to allow for physician-assisted suicide. By the narrowest of margins, the legislation passed in the Senate on Tuesday. It impacts patients who have been given 6 months or less to live. 2 doctors must sign off on the patient's request to end their life, and the patient must prove they are in a mentally sound state to make this decision. Governor John Carney signs it into law. Delaware would become the 12th state to allow medical-assisted suicide.
Sussex County is expanding options for accessory dwelling units. County Council adopted an ordinance that aims to promote affordable housing options in southern Delaware. The new rules allow for separate or attached units and raise the maximum floor area to 1,000 square feet. Accessory dwelling units can now also have self-contained kitchen spaces. The county says property owners no longer have to go before the Board of Adjustments to add an ADU. Private deed and homeowners association restrictions would overrule the county ordinance.
An update to a larger story that we've been covering for you. How communities on Delmarva plan to deal with the legalization of recreational marijuana. And we're now getting a better indication of Milton's plans. Milton is looking into holding a future public hearing on marijuana establishments. Town officials want to schedule a hearing on how it will regulate recreational marijuana. Right now, an ordinance is drafted that would prohibit manufacturing and testing facilities and marijuana retail stores. Council could look at adopting this after a future hearing, and the date of a public hearing on this ordinance could be set at next week's town council meeting.
And Milton's not the only town looking at regulating pot. Monday night, Georgetown Council held another first reading on an ordinance that outlines regulations for recreational marijuana businesses. Compared to other towns in Sussex County, Georgetown has gone against the grain with its stance on recreational marijuana. There are outright bans in Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, Fenwick Island, Bethany Beach, and South Bethany. That's just to name a few.
After a sluggish start in the spring, Ocean City parking is back in a big way. New data just released shows May's numbers were up 14%. That's compared to last year. According to the parking division, Memorial Day weekend, that was a big reason why, with parking becoming more and more difficult to find. One local says he's seen how hard parking can be.
When one car pulls out, there's another one pulling right in. So, yeah, it gets pretty busy.
And the parking division is hopeful that it will meet projected numbers for the rest of the year.
Now we're talking about parking. Ocean City Town Manager Terry McGeehan discussed the possibility of removing 2 20-minute parking spots on 17th Street. Those 2 spots, they say, are oddly placed where the bus lane is, and according to McGeehan, he hasn't actually seen any cars parked there. Ocean City's currently talking to the property owner regarding the 2 spots, and they hope to have those removed for a clearer bus lane.
Yeah, we could learn as soon as this week who former President Donald Trump's running mate will be.
4 sources familiar with the discussions tell NBC News the announcement could move up ahead of tomorrow's closely watched debate. NBC's Alice Barr shows us what's top of mind now for each candidate.
With both President Biden and former President Trump looking to break through in tomorrow night's debate, 4 sources tell NBC News the Trump campaign is thinking of making a splash by announcing his pick for running mate as soon as this week. The former president not tipping his hand yet in an interview on Newsmax.
We'll make a decision fairly soon, and I think people will be very happy with this decision.
The vice presidential contenders getting the most buzz are Senators Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance and North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum.
Looking forward to the debate for sure, and we'll be in Atlanta.
All three previously ran against Mr. Trump.
What we are dealing with here, my friends, is a con artist.
Would you ever do business with Donald Trump?
I don't think so.
Or spoke out against him.
I'm a never Trump guy.
Before becoming his loyal allies, the former president had planned to announce his choice around next month's Republican National Convention, but recently said he'd already made up his mind. And as both candidates prepare for the debate, the Trump team is both slamming President Biden over his age and readiness and managing expectations.
He is also a career politician.
The Biden team hoping for a clear contrast.
Seeing a president in Joe Biden who is fighting relentlessly for the American people to get things done for them. And across from that, they'll see Donald Trump, who's increasingly unhinged.
Both candidates with a lot to prove on a consequential night. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, middle schoolers distribute dishes. We'll show you how a group of students gave back to the community at the Food Bank of Delaware.
Also ahead, a push for a possible vet hospital in Georgetown. Why some pet owners think this is needed in the area.
And Fenwick Island decides on dredging. We'll tell you how soon the project could begin in the town after a meeting takes place this Friday. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, get the scoop on a big blood donation event happening this Saturday. Plus, we explore a charming family-owned jeweler in Berlin and enjoy a meal to brag about at an Ocean City tradition. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
There are many signs that can indicate your loved ones are struggling to take care of themselves. Poor hygiene, a messy house, unexplained weight loss, the list goes on. In-home care is a delicate subject, but can greatly improve their quality of life. Express your concerns without accusing. Involve them in decisions and enlist the help of others.
Homewell Care Services provides quality in-home care 24/7 or short-term care when you need it most. To learn more about Homewell Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
The big issues: abortion, civil rights, health care. When Trump policies were attacking our rights, County Executive Matt Meyer fought back. Now Trump is promising a national abortion ban and huge cuts to health care coverage. Matt's health care plan will reduce costs, not coverage, by increasing competition on the exchange. And Matt's plan will protect women's access to abortion, always. So call Matt Meyer. Tell him you support his plans to protect Delaware values.
Everyone knows us for termites and bed bugs, but don't forget we're also here for all your general pest control needs. Ants, spiders, crickets, rodents, fleas, ticks, and of course, mosquitoes. Bennett Termite is dedicated to protecting our communities from your aggravations and dangers presented by pests of all kinds. If you want to find out the Bennett difference, give us a call today. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Hi, this is Jimmy Hoppa inviting you to join us as we take the cross to the country. Christian country and Southern gospel, all to celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Taking the cross to the country, Sunday mornings at 8 on Coast Country, sponsored by Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling.
5:13 on an increasingly bright Wednesday morning. Bay Health Cam in Dover, 76, very mild. Beautiful sunrise in progress there. And we've got 70s this morning, low to mid 70s. And of course, it was 60s yesterday, so much warmer this morning, leading to a very hot day. Our winds are coming out of the southwest. That will really hike up those temperatures later today and increase the humidity. It's dry right now, and it's going to be sunny today and extremely hot. All right, here's your golf forecast. I fell shy on the putt on purpose, okay? Yeah, this was all planned. I went good. It's a skeptical look from Matt because it's so hot. I don't know. It's just too hot for golf. Very hot, 95, evening showers and storms. Make sure you have a lot of water. I'm sure I'll get some pushback here.
Bob, what you need is the beverage cart. Yes. In Lewis, work on Dorman Road between Conley's Chapel and Route 24 not going to start on Monday as planned. Work has been postponed. DelDOT says the work was planned for a crossroad pipe installation, and a new traffic alert will go out when work is rescheduled. On CoastTV.com, we have more information on this and the detours that will follow. Plans to dredge parts of the Little Assawoman Bay and Fenwick Island are moving forward this Friday at the Town Council meeting. If dredging committee's pick for a contractor is approved, that means the project will be finalized. A contractor for the project was chosen by the dredging committee last week. The project It's going to cost $2.3 million if approved. It could begin in September.
OpenAI is delaying its launch of its latest feature over safety testing. The artificial intelligence company had planned to release a new voice assistant feature for ChatGPT this month. The reason for the delay is the need for safety testing. Now, OpenAI says it needs more time to make the new voice version of its chatbot better at noticing and also blocking some content. The FCC has reached a $1 million settlement with Verizon over 911 call outages in 6 states. This happened in December of 2022. The outage lasted for 1 hour, 44 minutes. To settle the matter, Verizon agreed to implement a compliance plan and pay a $1 million civil penalty. Still ahead this morning, a push for a possible vet hospital in Georgetown when the plan could move forward that would bring emergency care to your furry friends.
And a mild and dry start to our day. Salisbury 75. Spicer Brothers Cam, you know they say red skies in the morning. Sailors take warning. You could see some storms this evening, but the summer sizzle until then. Highs back in the 90s, feeling like 100s today. Then that first alert for severe potential this evening. More on the impacts and the heat coming up in 2 minutes.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 5:18 and you are looking live at Ocean City. Pretty calm conditions right now as we await sunrise there. But Bob, saw you busy over there. You're tracking a red alert day for later tonight.
Yes, and the timing is still up in the air, Matt. You know, we're looking at a hot day, but it's this evening sometime, probably after 7, that we're looking at storms moving in. And right now, we've got 2 levels of threat areas across our region. Mainly a level 2 now, a slight risk of seeing that severe weather. There's always that potential of a spin-up tornado, but I'm more concerned about damaging winds for this area in yellow, now from Salisbury to Ocean Pines and up through the rest of Delaware and the eastern shore. So this yellow area has sunk to the south a little bit. This green area, that's a lower risk of some damaging winds possible later this evening. As far as temperatures go this morning, it is warm, very warm, low to even mid-70s out there. 75 Bethany Beach, Millsboro 73, Georgetown, you're at 71. So much warmer than yesterday morning, as we do have a southwest breeze, and that will pick up today, and that will turn to a hot breeze. Very, very hot day in store. But we're seeing just some high clouds right now, but building heat ahead of a system that's back to our west. We've got a cold front through the Midwest, a big blow up of storms through eastern Kansas and Missouri. And this whole mess is going to start to head our way to the east, and then a cold front will start to push our way later this evening and give us that chance for storms. So let's track it out on Futurecast. Here's 7 a.m., upper 70s, then quickly into the mid-80s. It's going to get hot in a hurry. By 12:30, lower 90s inland, 80s and 70s along the coast, even maybe around 90 in Rehoboth. So even some beach locations will be hot. The rest of us into the mid-90s this afternoon, scorching heat. And then this evening, we're looking at temperatures slowly falling off. And now the models might be slowing down a little bit with the timing of these storms. Maybe late evening, maybe after about 10 o'clock, the heavy rain, gusty winds, maybe damaging winds. Make sure those outdoor items are secured. Here's midnight, maybe some heavy rain around Selbyville. We can use the rain, don't need the winds, of course, and still some showers. I think storms diminishing to showers as we go into Thursday morning, and maybe lingering showers. And then the balance of Thursday is mostly cloudy with temperatures into the 80s, maybe a better chance of sun by the afternoon. So tonight, a low chance of tornadoes, not a zero chance, but a moderate chance of heavy rain and wind damage is possible. Make sure those outdoor items are secured or brought inside. And I think there's a low chance of seeing large hail. But look at these feels-like temperatures this afternoon, 99 to about 103 away from the coast. You really have to use extra caution in the heat out there. And we're looking at, well, humid conditions as we go through the next couple of days. We get a break Friday. Then the weekend, looks really muggy, and we're getting rain. I know it's not the best timing. We need the rain. So Saturday and Sunday, we do have a chance of seeing some showers. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Hot today, 95, and then that storm threat this evening. We'll watch that for the damaging wind threat. 88 Thursday, 81 Friday, then the weekend, muggy, 88 with showers Saturday, and some storms by Sunday and around 90 degrees. Our umbrella winner today is Lee Lynn Pask from Lewis. Congratulations, Lee Lynn, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob, for that. Sussex County has had plenty of parks for dogs to play in, but there aren't a lot of close-by options if they get hurt, and that could change. A veterinarian wants to open a 24/7 emergency and surgical hospital in Georgetown for pets. The building location of the site plan was approved 2 years ago. Now SPG Development LLC is asking to amend that conditional use approval to include the veterinary facility. So we caught up with local pet owners who say this hospital gives them hope for the health and safety of their furry friends.
I actually lost a cat because we didn't have any access to local emergency services in the middle of the night, and we had to put him down due to it.
I love my dog as my child too, so I would like to see one be a lot closer in case something were to happen.
The proposed hospital would have soundproofing materials and a fenced area for recovering dogs to go outside and go to the bathroom.
Nice. All right, well, this brings us now to our Coast TV poll. We're asking you, what's your main concern about veterinary care in Sussex County?
Yeah, overwhelming there, Paige. Yeah. 80% say no emergency vet. I feel for that one person that we just heard from that lost their cat. I mean, the pets are so part of a lot of families. Then we have the distribution of votes for too expensive, can't get an appointment, and just vets are too far away. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or the mobile app. And up next on Coast TV News Today, students distribute dishes. We'll tell you what one says giving back means after spending the day at the Food Bank of Delaware. Coast TV News Today. We'll be right back.
Here at the Delmarva Sports Network, we know sports is more than a game. It's about your teams in your town coming together to celebrate, bringing sports to life, and creating bonds that last a lifetime. At DSN, we're proud to capture that spirit, plus the dedication and passion of your athletes. That's why DSN was awarded Outstanding Year-Round Local Sports Coverage. We're honored to be part of your team's journey. Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Delmarva's Classic Rock. Big 107.7.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro. the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Lasercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Lasercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Lasercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Show a hard-working woman in your life the appreciation they deserve with Working Woman Wednesdays.
It could be your mother, your wife, a coworker, or any woman you know. Nominate them for a chance to win a special prize pack. Go to WBOC1025.com, fill out a short form, and tell us why they are so special and deserve to be honored.
Then join me, Stinson, every Wednesday as I announce that week's winner.
Working Woman Wednesdays, only on 1025 WBOC.
Middle schoolers spent Tuesday giving back. The volunteers of the Millsboro Police Youth Academy worked with the Food Bank of Delaware. They distributed food to families in need within the community. At Millsboro Middle School, families lined up to receive food packages placed in their vehicle trunks, and the young volunteers say it felt good.
I just like to help my community and give back to them. It's fun to do and it's nice to do. Like when you get home, you get to think about it and you get to you feel good about your day because you help somebody else.
And food packages had meat, grains, produce, and even candy.
We bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. For most of the day, the heat will be the story. Maybe a little bit cooler along the coast, but we are awaiting that rain later tonight.
Yeah, and we need the rain. You look at the lawns across Delmarva, they are brown. A lot of them, if you're not, don't have a watering system. For the beaches, it's going to be hot today. Ocean City and Fenwick Island, you're into the 80s today, a few clouds. And watch out for the rip current risk. It's moderate around jetties, piers, things like that. If you see a flat area of water around a choppy area, be careful, and if you're in one, make sure you swim parallel to the beach. Lewis and Rehoboth, you're in the 80s to mid-90s in Lewis today. Hot in Cambridge, too, around 93 later today. In Crisfield, in the lower 90s. We have the heat, and then that possibility for storms tonight with the First Alert. I'll have more on that and the impacts coming up in just a bit.
You also coming up after the break, aiding abortion access. We're telling you about the new bill making its way to Governor Carney's desk that protects reproductive care.
Also, credit card con. How to protect your pockets after skimming devices were found in Sussex County.
And flooding, fighting a dam. We're showing you the major damage after massive floods overtook. We'll be right back.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Now on CoastTV News.
The summer sizzle is back today with temperatures soaring into the 90s. Then storms this evening with the potential for severe weather. A first alert is in effect. I'll time out the storms and talk about possible impacts coming up.
From rain, that is what is being dealt with in Minnesota. We look at the dam failure you're seeing, plus the rain situation this month on Delmarva.
Delaware abortion insurance inclusion. We're breaking down the abortion legislation that was passed by the General Assembly.
Milton marijuana consideration, the ordinance that is being written dealing with cannabis businesses near the banks of the Broadkill River.
This is CoastTV News Today.
June 26, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:30. We're going to look in a moment at the rain situation on Delmarva. Spoiler alert, though, there's not been a lot of it this month.
There, of course, has not, but there will be some rain later today. So we'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Now, Bob, First Alert afternoon, evening instead of a full day, right?
Right. The first alert goes into effect, in fact, later this evening. It looks like the storms and showers have slowed down a little bit, so maybe later this evening, and we desperately need the rain. It's been so dry out there, and I'm hoping for some tonight. Right now, it's mild and dry. Temperatures in the low to mid-70s, and we've got a southwest breeze. Mild now, but it's going to be a hot breeze later on with just some high clouds coming through, but we've got mainly clear skies. But I am watching to the west. There's a front, there's energy back here, and that will be crashing into all this heat later on this evening and giving us that chance for the potential of severe weather. But it's hot today, quickly through the 70s into the 80s by noon, already low 90s inland and feeling like 100 in a lot of places as we head into the afternoon. 95 in Long Neck, 70s and 80s along the coast, even 95 in Lewis. Then a sizzling evening as well. And then with that energy moving in, that chance of severe weather later on. UV index today, very high, no surprise, at 9. Burn time is 10 minutes. So we're in that very high range right through the next several days. It does drop a little bit into the weekend with clouds and showers, but the higher SPF, midday shade, limit time outdoors, and avoid the sun late morning, early afternoon to stay safe in the sun.
Thank you so much. We have some shocking video to show you now. Severe weather we could be getting already arrived in the Midwest. According to authorities there, heavy water flow from recent heavy rains and buildup of log and debris on a dam gate caused partial failure at the Rapidan Dam. That's what you're seeing right there on your screen. Tuesday, officials said that the volume of floodwaters seems to be dropping, but concerns still remain that more damage could happen.
With first alert conditions happening later tonight, we wanted to see what the rainfall totals look like this month. Here's what we found. Rehoboth Beach, barely more than an inch of rain in June. Ocean City, just over a half an inch. Lewis has received over an inch and a half. And we looked inland at Georgetown, and after 25 days in the month, the Sussex County seat has less than 1 inch of rain.
We have new details this morning about a credit card skimming device that was found at a Dollar General in Georgetown. We now know the skimming device used to steal credit card information was at the Dollar General store for about a week.
Yeah, CoastTV News reporter Anna Sophia Roman shows us what the community and authorities are saying about these incidents in Sussex County.
This is the credit card skimming device Georgetown police say was installed on June 15th at the Dollar General store on East Market Street, but was recovered from the Georgetown store on Friday. Virginia Layfield was shocked when finding out this was happening so close to home.
It's terrible. I didn't believe that it was really going to happen. And then you hear it on the news, you know, you don't know from one day to the next of what can happen in a small area like this.
Lieutenant Matthew Barlow expounds on how police became aware of the incident.
It was called in through our dispatch apparently by one of the employees of the Dollar General, who was alerted by one of their customers that fraudulent charges had possibly been made from their card. They went back to the store because that was the last place that they used their card, and apparently they alerted them. They checked the equipment, and they found that there was a skimmer attached to it.
We spoke to multiple people who said they had their car skimmed by the device. Although they didn't want to appear on camera, one victim said she had $381 taken off of her EBT card. Customers like Layfield say they avoid using cards because of cases of fraud like this. But police continue to investigate.
We are reaching out to our partners with the FBI, see if we can do facial recognition, see if it's part of a larger group.
Keeping our community safe from scammers. In Georgetown, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
And last week, the Felton Police Department discovered a credit card skimming device at that Dollar General there. But at this time, authorities don't know if both of those cases are connected.
A bill expanding abortion access is making its way to the desk of Delaware Governor Carney after being passed by the State House and Senate. House Bill 110 mandates most private health insurance plans, the state employee health insurance plan, and Delaware's Medicaid program cover abortion-related services that would start January 1st, 2025. Sponsors of this bill claim this will lower out-of-pocket costs and eliminate financial barriers to abortion access. The bill will also prevent most health insurance plans from charging copays, deductibles, or other cost-sharing for abortion services. It does cap coverage at $750 per person per year.
Milton is looking into holding a future public hearing on marijuana establishments. According to the town's agenda, officials want to schedule a hearing on how the town would regulate recreational marijuana within their town limits. Right now, an ordinance is drafted that aims to prohibit manufacturing and testing facilities and marijuana retail stores. Council could look at adopting this after a future hearing. The town will be talking about scheduling one at next Monday's council meeting.
WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is free after pleading guilty to one felony charge. That plea deal is for time served. He already spent 62 months in a London prison. Assange's 2019 indictment lists 18 felony charges. His new plea deal only names conspiring to unlawfully obtain and disseminate classified U.S. defense information. Assange admits that he did that via WikiLeaks, but argues the Espionage Act stifles free speech. A lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up this morning, the acting Maryland Fire Marshal is advising you on how to handle fireworks for the upcoming 4th of July holiday. We're telling you what the agency is suggesting so you and your family stay safe.
Also on Tuesday, the Shorebirds return home, the pitching duel that developed against Down East.
And Salisbury celebrating Pride when the event promoting diversity and unity takes place, and what organizers say is this year's theme. Looking forward to that. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
We salute the United States Coast Guard. The U.S. Coast Guard, often hailed as the Sentinel of the Seas, plays a crucial role in maritime safety, security, and environmental stewardship. From daring search and rescue missions to enforcing maritime laws, Coast Guard personnel are on the front lines protecting America's waters. We salute all those who have served and continue to serve in the Coast Guard, demonstrating unwavering valor and vigilance in their duties. Their commitment to safeguarding our nation's coastlines and maritime interests is vital for national security and the safety of those at sea.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Join Salisbury PFLAG and Salisbury Allies to celebrate kindness, love, diversity, and inclusion at the Salisbury Pride Festival and Parade, Saturday, June 29th in downtown Salisbury. Enjoy entertainment, exhibits, food, drinks, performances of an eclectic lineup of local talent, and more. Plus, join renowned drag queen, cabaret performer, and Grand Marshal Magnolia Applebottom for the parade that kicks off at 3 p.m. Visit SalisburyPrideParade.com for more info.
Beneath your feet lies a hidden terror. Moisture and humidity turning your crawl space into a breeding ground for mold and rot. But fear not, DryTech is here to help. Just call our office and request a prompt appointment. Our engineers are not salespeople. They assess your crawl space, photograph it, prescribe a custom solution, and send you your personalized estimate the next business day. Guaranteed. And right now, take advantage of 0% financing for up to 24 months. DryTech, Delmarva's original crawl space experts.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, First Alert Weather means we are always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
We have a strong line that begins to press its way through central portions of Sussex.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
In sunshine or storms, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect. Weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
You'll feel Delmarva proud too.
5:40 on this Wednesday morning as we're starting to see brightening skies. Dry Tech Cam 65 in Ocean City, but much milder inland. 73 in Millsboro, Seaford 75, Salisbury 72, Milton 73. So very mild and increasingly muggy as we've got a southwest breeze and we've got those high clouds. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly clear skies. It's going to be a sunny and hot day, but we have a cold front back to the west that promises storms this evening. If you're on the golf course, well, pack the water. You need a lot of it on the golf cart. 95, very hot, feeling like 100 at least during the afternoon, and then evening showers and storms, but that should be later, probably after dark. Call the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone for your latest forecast. It's sponsored by the law offices of Bearman, Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Right now, town of Ellendale is looking for volunteers to help out at their upcoming Family Fun Day event in August. The town needs some help with setting up the event and helping run activities. It's set for Saturday, August 17th, and the event will feature local vendors, food trucks, and around the town hall and the town park.
The Salisbury Pride Parade and Festival is back this week, and it all starts with a parade 3 p.m. this Saturday on Circle Avenue, and then the event moves to the main stage for performances until 7 p.m. Celebration of Diversity and Unity is taking on the 90s theme this year, and get this, our very own Petey the Peacock will be there checking out the entertainment, vendors, and food.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Over on the diamond, the Delmarva Shorebirds were back at Purdue Stadium last night for the first of a 6-game set against Down East Wood Ducks. Let's get right to the action. In the third, bases juice for Wood Ducks. JoJo Blackman gets one letter high, drives it to right center. Braylon Tavera all over it, but it's plenty to bring home the runner from third. That'll make it 1-0 Wood Ducks as they trot on home. We head to the bottom half. Cole Ehrman leading off for the Shorebirds. Gets a bit jammed. Marcos Torres running down the right field line. Makes a sliding grab. Tough play there to wrap up the inning. Top four now. Runner on second, 2 outs. Down East sends the runner, testing Ehrman's arm. That's a bad idea. Throws the runner out. It's his second runner caught stealing of the game to end the inning. We head to the fifth. Still 1-0 ball game. Eshedri Vargas at the dish. Mashes one to deep left field. Steven Acevedo can only watch it fly out of the yard. 6th blast of the year for Vargas makes it 2-0. Top six now. 1-on-1 down. Chandler Pollard at the plate for the Wood Ducks. A high chopper to short. This is going to look routine. Leandro Arias, Aaron Estrada, Brian Hernandez. 6-4-3 ends the inning. The Shorebirds defense did their part tonight, but the offense couldn't follow up. A 2-0 win for the Wood Ducks. Wins it. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And as summer movie season heats up, we have some previews for films coming this fall and even next fall. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
Who's with Red?
Breach! Someone took Nick. We're gonna find him.
I'm bringing in Jack O'Malley. He's probably the best tracker in the world.
When Santa Claus is kidnapped, his security chief brings in a tracker who just happens to be on Nick's naughty list in Red 1. Dwayne Johnson is the muscle, J.K. Simmons is the jolly old elf, and Chris Evans is definitely not Captain America. The first trailer for the action flick just dropped. Red 1 arrives in theaters November 15th.
Should we all go upstairs to the bedroom?
I think it's best we don't go up to the bedroom tonight.
With Kinds of Kindness now in theaters, its core trio is looking to their next film together. Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons are reuniting with director Yorgos Lanthimos for Begonia, about two conspiracy-minded men who kidnap a CEO, believing she's an alien who wants to destroy Earth. Begonia is due in theaters November 7th, 2025. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
It's a mild start to our Wednesday. Tidal Health Cam in Seaford 75, and we are surging into the 90s today, feeling like 100s. Then it's a first alert evening for the potential of severe weather. I'll talk about impacts, more on the heat, and that storm potential coming up in 2 minutes.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, get the scoop on a big blood donation event happening this Saturday. Plus, we explore a charming family-owned jeweler in Berlin and enjoy a meal to brag about at an Ocean City tradition. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
A wet crawl space is a lurking hazard, inviting mold, rot, and structural worries. The answer is Brazier's Crawl Space Encapsulation. Our specialist tailors the solution to your exact crawl space. Our expert team cleans and upgrades your crawl space into a pristine, protected environment, and we only use April Air dehumidifiers, reliable and robust, complete with a 5-year warranty. Take the first step to a drier, safer home. Call Brazier's or visit our website. Your peace of mind is just one call away.
Join Salisbury PFLAG and Salisbury Allies to celebrate kindness, love, diversity, and inclusion at the Salisbury Pride Festival and Parade, Saturday, June 29th in downtown Salisbury. Enjoy entertainment, exhibits, food, drinks, performances of an eclectic lineup of local talent, and more. Plus, join renowned drag queen, cabaret performer, and Grand Marshal Magnolia Applebottom for the parade that kicks off at 3 p.m. Visit SalisburyPrideParade.com for more info.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're going to meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on Coast TV.
Brian's getting ready to take the wheel.
We play ourselves on TV.
This is what you're like in real life, in the wild?
Well, not dressed like this.
Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall on Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune on Coast TV.
It's 5:46 on your Wednesday morning. We're going to take a live look now at Ocean City, and the skies were pretty red earlier, Bob. Now they're looking just a little pink as the sun continues to rise.
And you've heard that saying, Paige, red skies in the morning, sailors take warning. I think there is some truth to that, especially for this evening, where we have that potential of seeing severe weather. And scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. Important to have that for later today for that potential of severe weather. And we do have a level 2 risk, a slight chance of seeing severe weather for a good portion of our area from around Salisbury to Ocean Pines over towards Elliott for the eastern shore and then to the north. So all the eastern shore, all of Delaware under that slight chance of seeing severe weather, mainly damaging winds. That's the main threat. And then a much lower chance, but still not a zero chance, farther to the south near Salisbury and Point South. It's mild this morning with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. We're headed for the 90s for today. And the winds starting to come in out of the southwest. They will pick up through the day. That will be a very hot wind, so maybe a little bit of relief. But we are seeing high clouds this morning, mainly clear skies, and out ahead of a cold front back to the west, we'll see all that heat surging up the east coast. That's why it will be so hot. We're seeing a big cluster of storms moving through the Midwest, through Missouri into Tennessee, and then eventually a cold front will hook up with all these storms and then start to head our way for this evening. So Futurecast this morning has us quickly through the 70s into the 80s, slightly cooler along the beaches by 1 p.m. We're in the 70s and 80s, some beach locations, but look at Rehoboth at 90, 93 in Lewis, and then low to mid 90s inland, feeling like at least 100 degrees. Make sure you stay hydrated. Try to stay out of the heat and in AC. Very hot this evening. Then it looks like the onset of the storms could be later this evening, maybe around 10 o'clock, and then moving through around midnight, early tomorrow morning. Heavy rain, gusty winds could accompany these storms. Make sure those outdoor items are secured, and still some lingering showers overnight. Let's hope we get a widespread rain. We desperately need the rain. rain. We saw those meager rain totals earlier, and then lingering showers in the morning. Otherwise, we'll see some clouds through the noon hour tomorrow, upper 70s, and then I think they do break up a little bit into the afternoon with highs into the 80s. As far as the threats, a low chance of a tornado, not zero. We'll be watching that this evening. A moderate chance of heavy rain and wind damage. Make sure those outdoor items, lawn, furniture, ornaments, everything is secured or brought inside, and a low chance of seeing hail, but feels like temperatures 99 to about 103 for this afternoon as it's very muggy. We do get a little break Friday, and then the weekend does look really humid to miserable as we increase the clouds, and for the first weekend in a long time, looks like a better chance of showers Saturday into Sunday. Not the best timing, but we definitely need the rain. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 95, watching for the storms this evening, 88 Thursday, and then 81 Friday. That looks like a really nice day, and then muggy into the weekend with rain, 88, then 90 with storms, and still kind of uncomfortable on Sunday.
Bob, thank you so much. Milford City Council approved a financial incentive package for volunteer firefighters. This was all done through something called a Memorandum of Understanding with the Carlisle Fire Company. It'll provide a tax refund of up to $1,000 for active volunteer firefighters who own houses and live within city limits. There are a few other requirements that do need to get met to get that money, including a certification from the fire chief that they responded to 30% of the total fire calls for a 12-month period, proof of residence, and a receipt of paid City of Milford property taxes.
We're just over a week away from Independence Day, and as we know, fireworks are a big part of the celebration. The Maryland State Fire Marshal has sent out some reminders in the lead up to the holiday. When it comes to having your own fireworks in the state, there are several types that are not allowed. Also, lighting off your own fireworks is not allowed in a number of the state's counties, as well as Ocean City. And if you are going to light up the night sky, they say to have a bucket of water or a hose available and to fully extinguish remains of fireworks in water before disposing.
Coming up on CoastTV News today, a supplement commonly used to help you sleep could actually do even more. We're showing you how researchers say melatonin may help with a common disease in older adults.
A beautiful sunrise this morning in Dover. It's mild and it will be hot as we go into this afternoon, and potentially stormy later this evening, and more comfortable later in the week, and then a muggy weekend with better rain chances. I'll have your 10-day forecast, including the 4th of July, coming up next.
In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. CoastTV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. CoastTV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
This summer, Lewis is your go-to destination for live music. Rocking the Docks brings you the best tunes, from soulful sounds to classic vibes. There's something for everyone. Plus, enjoy food trucks and explore our vendor market at every show. Don't miss out on beautiful sunsets and great tunes. And don't forget to bring the whole family. Kids 12 and under are free. Rocking the Docks, your summer soundtrack. Tickets on sale now at rockingthedockslewis.com.
Here at the Delmarva Sports Network, we know sports is more than a game. It's about your teams in your town coming together to celebrate, bringing sports to life, and creating bonds that last a lifetime. At DSN, we're proud to capture that spirit, plus the dedication and passion of your athletes. That's why DSN was awarded Outstanding Year-Round Local Sports Coverage. We're honored to be part of your team's journey. Delmarva Sports Network, local teams, big dreams.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't take chances with just anyone. Trust the experts at Spicer Brothers. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've chosen us for our exceptional service, quality installation, and unbeatable warranties. Whether you need a roof replacement or just want to upgrade the look of your home, we've got you covered. And right now, save up to 20% on your new roof, plus enjoy no interest and no payments until 2026. For a roof that's done right, trust Spicer Brothers day and night, because you deserve the best.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
Nobody can drag me down.
on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
A new study suggests melatonin supplements may help a person with more than just getting those Z's.
Yeah, Mandy Gator shows us now how researchers believe it may also help prevent a common eye disease.
In older adults, it's the most common cause of severe loss of eyesight. Age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, blurs your central vision.
It's one of the most devastating conditions, up there with a diagnosis of cancer or even a heart attack. Losing your sight and losing your central vision really is imperative to many patients, and keeping their overall mental status stable.
Ophthalmologist Dr. Rishi Singh with Cleveland Clinic says right now antioxidant vitamins are mostly used to prevent AMD, but it doesn't always stop the progression of the disease. So he and other researchers started studying the potential benefits of a supplement commonly used to improve sleep.
We've learned that melatonin obviously has some really potent antioxidant effects and also has some benefits in regards to pigment within the retina.
The study followed more than 121,000 patients ages 50 and above with no history of AMD and found taking melatonin was linked to a reduced risk of developing the eye disease. And in more than 66,000 patients who already had a slow progressing form of AMD, the study found melatonin takers were less likely to progress to severe stages of the disease when compared to those who didn't take the supplement. While more clinical research needs to be done, Singh says patients at increased risk of AMD should talk to a doctor.
This is a very valuable, I think, conversation to have with your eye doctor to determine if it's right for you.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's now 5:55. We're going to check in now with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, two pups enjoying the view. Look at that on your screen. That's Pixie and Teddy taking in a beautiful sunrise. It's one of the best seats in the house we've seen. Pixie and Teddy were submitted to us by Tricia in Harbison.
Yeah, keep sending us all pictures of your pets on Delmarva. Tell us what makes them so special.
You can scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
5:56 now. It's time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, Bob continues tracking conditions. It's triggered a red alert day. It's more of a red alert night, though, Bob.
Yeah, the alert is for this evening, probably after about 7 o'clock and then late into the evening and then into early tomorrow morning. That's the focus for the storms. But first, we have to get through the heat. Very mild 70s to start, then through the 80s. And then we're into the 90s this afternoon, mid-90s with the humidity, feeling like 99 to about 103. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Then that alert goes into effect this evening. Watching for the storms. Let's hope we get some beneficial rain, but I'm worried about some damaging winds, maybe in excess of 50 miles per hour. Make sure those outdoor items are secured. 88 on Thursday. Friday looking beautiful, mostly sunny, 81. And then the weekend is muggy. We need the rain. Unfortunately, not the best timing. 88 showers Saturday, maybe a little stormy on Sunday, 90. And then beautiful Monday and Tuesday with low to mid 80s. And looking ahead to the 4th of July, right now hot, 92 and partly cloudy. We'll have to see if that stays that way through the next few days.
Thank you, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, Delaware abortion decision and the mandates involved when it comes to insurance coverage. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News Today.